Okay, let's just take a second to breathe. Seriously, take a slow, deep breath with me. Welcome to today's video, where we're doing things a little bit differently. We're stepping into a much calmer, meditative space to talk about the mirror of your week and really reflect on emotional growth. We aren't just rattling off facts today, we're looking inward. We're going to explore those quiet moments that just kind of slipped by while you were busy, working and living, and we'll unpack what those moments are actually trying to tell you. Have you ever reached the end of a week and suddenly realized you've been carrying something heavy without even noticing? I mean, I'm not talking about your heavy backpack or a massive project at work. I'm talking about that unseen, lingering feeling, that weight that quietly tagged along through your meetings, your conversations, even in those moments when you smiled at a neighbor, and especially in your silence at the end of the day. It's a subtle weight we all carry. And today, we're going to figure out exactly what it is. So let's move right into section 1, the weight you carry. What we're so often dealing with here is emotional tiredness. And this is key. It's the kind of exhaustion that simply sleeping for 8 hours doesn't completely fix. So we really need to redefine your tiredness here. This isn't some physical failure on your part, it's an emotional toll. It happens because we spend so much time carrying everyone else's expectations, trying to be exactly who others need us to be, that we literally sacrifice our own peace in the process. Which brings us to a really simple, but incredibly profound question. What do I need? I want to just pause for a second. Genuinely ask yourself this right now. Not what do you need to be perfect, or what thing you want to buy, but what do you need for just one honest breath? The source material we're diving into today reminds us that healing doesn't start when life becomes perfect. It begins the exact moment honesty quietly enters the room. We just have to stop pretending that everything is perfectly fine. All right, moving on to section 2, life is a mirror. I love this concept. Mirrors don't create anything. They simply reveal what is already there. This past week held up a mirror to your life. But not the glass one hanging in your bathroom. Life has this beautiful way of whispering hidden truths about who we're becoming. And it does this through totally ordinary moments. Think about it, a delayed text message, an unexpected goodbye, a stranger's smile, or just a sudden quiet evening where you think, is this really how I want to live? Let's look at how this applies to a real situation. When someone disappoints you, that action is a mirror. But the reflection reveals how deeply you care. A painful moment like disappointment isn't just showing you the other person's behavior. Actually, it's gently revealing your own massive capacity to care. It might even highlight the unsaid expectations we hold, showing us how often we expect people to just automatically understand things we've never actually said out loud. So if someone ignored your effort this week, or if you felt totally unseen, please remember this. Flowers bloom whether someone watches them or not. I absolutely love this visual. The sky changes color every single evening, even when literally nobody bothers to look up. Your inherent value has never ever depended on applause or external validation. Some of the most beautiful things in life just simply exist. And hey, you are one of them. Let's transition into section 3, seeking your own peace. Think back over this past week. Were you way harder on yourself than anyone else was? Did you replay your mistakes over and over? If you did, you were likely looking into the wrong mirror. Comparing your life to someone else's journey. Comparison is a trap. It falsely convinces us that our own life just isn't enough. The right mirror, though, is having the courage to continue your own timeline without constantly looking sideways. The absolute most crucial point to remember is this. No two lives grow in the same season. Isn't that such a comforting thought? Some trees bloom super early in the spring, while others take years to show their colors. But they both become breathtakingly beautiful in their own time. You do not need someone else's timeline to validate your growth. You just need the courage to continue yours. As we reflect on how Monday somehow became Friday almost without our permission, because honestly, didn't the days just completely blur together, we arrive at section 4, the invisible stories. Let's shift our focus outward for a second. Think about the invisible stories people carry every single day. Hiding grief, hiding fear, celebrating quietly, just trying not to give up. Imagine if every single person you interacted with this week was carrying one of these unseen burdens. You couldn't see any of it, just like they couldn't see yours. And this is exactly what kindness matters so incredibly much. Not because people have necessarily earned it, but because everyone is fighting battles we rarely even begin to understand. But there's a wonderful contrast to all those heavy stories. Happiness often hides in the absolute simplest places. A familiar song coming on, rain on in the morning, a child's unexpected question, or a message from someone who just remembered you. Have you ever noticed how quickly joy arrives when we aren't desperately searching for it? Life doesn't always hand us these extraordinary movie-like days. Instead, it quietly fills our ordinary days with tiny, beautiful reasons to just stay grateful. Which brings us to Section 5, your unfolding story. Let's talk about what it actually means to be strong. Consider the true nature of quiet strength. It's not dramatic. It's literally getting out of bed when your heart is heavy. It's answering just one more email when you are totally exhausted. It's forgiving someone even if they never apologized, or consciously choosing hope when worries seemed so much easier. These unseen, totally undramatic victories, they rarely make it to social media, but they are exactly what shapes the strongest people. Sometimes the strongest people are the ones nobody even notices, because they are quietly carrying their world without asking anyone to look. If your week felt confusing, let this be your guide to how life actually unfolds. First, it starts like a single brushstroke on a canvas, or a single note in a symphony. Second, it requires living just one moment at a time. And third, the meaning often arrives much, much later. You don't have to understand every chapter while you're living it. I mean, a painter doesn't admire a masterpiece after the very first stroke, right? Growth rarely announces itself. It usually arrives looking very, very ordinary. As we wrap up this reflection, I want you to take one quiet moment. Think back over your week, not with judgment, not with regret, just with pure curiosity. Ask yourself, what would you like next week to remember about the person you are becoming? Because every new week is going to hold up another mirror, not to shame you, but to gently remind you that every single day offers another chance to become a little more patient and a little more compassionate. Remember, your story is still unfolding. You don't have to become someone completely different. Sometimes the absolute greatest transformation is simply becoming more fully yourself. Wherever you are in the world, and whatever your week looked like, I truly hope this video has helped you process it all. May you leave today carrying a little less weight and a whole lot more hope. Take care of your heart, be gentle with yourself, and thank you so much for learning with me today. Your story is still unfolding, and I cannot wait to see where it goes next. Stay with beautiful voices.